Hi there students, welcome back to another video lesson. So we are now on the fourth week of our lesson in grade 7 mathematics, quarter 2. So after nating i-discuss yung introduction to algebra, so yung mga important terms related to algebra, as well as yung pag-evaluate natin ng algebraic expressions, we are now on the operations of polynomials. So for this video lesson, we'll have two operations, mainly addition and subtraction. So let's start. So our lesson objectives, of course, we will add and subtract polynomials. So since ang addition kasi is the opposite of subtraction and subtraction is the opposite of addition, mas maganda na pagsamahin na lang natin yung kanilang lesson. So for the first operation, we'll have addition. So the question is, how to add polynomials? So paano ba tayo nag-a-add ng mga polynomials? So again, when we say polynomials, it is an algebraic expression which composed of constants and variables. So makakakita kayo dito ng numerical coefficients and literal coefficients. So in order to add polynomials, just simply combine like terms. So ibig sabihin lang po nito, pagsasamahin lang po natin yung mga polynomials na magkamuka. Then add the numerical coefficients and copy the literal coefficients. If you are adding polynomials with more than one term, align similar terms in one column. So balikan lang natin. So kapag nag-add tayo ng polynomials, we combine like terms. How will we know if the given polynomials are similar or like terms? Siyempre po, chine-check po natin agad yung literal coefficients, yung variables. So yung numerical coefficients kasi yung numbers, kahit naman walang literal coefficients, pwede natin yung i-add. However, sa algebra, so in operations of polynomials, kailangan pareho yung literal coefficients. Like for example, kung x, kailangan i-add mo sa kanya is x. Hindi pwedeng x and then y. Next. And then pag nag-add tayo ng polynomials with more than one terms, so kung binomial na yung ina-add natin, trinomial, multinomial, so ang gagawin lang natin is i-align lang natin yung mga similar terms in one column. So, lahat ng mga magkakamukhang terms, kailangan nasa isang column. Magkakatapat sila. Otherwise, hindi po natin pwedeng i-perform yung operation. Siyempre, uunahin natin dito is yung monomial. So, we will be adding monomials. Again, monomial is a polynomial with one term. Single term lang po siya. So, let's have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for the first example, 3a plus 6a. So if you will be looking at the term, so pareho po sila ng numerical coefficients, like terms or similar terms po sila. So just simply add the numerical coefficient, which are 3 and 6, and then copy the literal coefficient, which is a. So 3a plus 6a, that is 9a. Next, negative 18b plus 13b. So, pareho din po sila ng literal coefficients. Similar terms pa rin po sila. So, all we need to do is to apply the rules in addition of unlike signs, wherein we have to follow the sign of the bigger value and then we proceed to subtraction. So, basically, magkaiba po sila ng sign. So, negative 18 plus 13. So, mas mataas po na value dyan is negative 18, yung 18. So, ang susundan po natin na sign is negative. And then, we subtract 18 minus 13, that is 5. So, our final answer will be negative 5b. Next, negative 5c squared plus negative 19c squared. So, similar terms pa rin po sila. And then, just simply add the numerical coefficients and then copy the literal coefficients. So, negative 5 plus negative 19. So, since pareho po silang negative, same sign po, add lang po and then copy the sign negative. So our answer will be negative 24 and then copy the literal coefficient c squared. So our final answer will be negative 24 c squared. Next, number 4. 7xy plus negative yz plus 9xy. So in here, tatlo na po yung polynomials or monomials na ina-add natin. So ang gagawin lang po natin dito is i-combine lang po natin yung mga like terms, yung mga magkakamukhang terms. So yung mga magkakamukhang terms dito, 7xy and 9xy. So pagsasamahin lang po natin yon. So i-add natin sila, 7xy plus 9xy, that is 16xy. And then, since yung negative yz, wala naman siyang kamukhang term, ikakopy lang natin siya. So, hindi po kasi natin pwedeng i-add sa xy. It's because magkaiba po sila ng literal coefficients. So, copy lang po natin negative yz. So, our answer will be 16xy minus yz. So, let's have adding binomials. So, binomial is a polynomial with two terms. So, let's have number 1. Add negative 5x plus 8y and negative 4y plus 11x. So, sulat lang po natin yung mga given polynomial. So, yung una, negative 5x plus 8y. And then, plus. So, yung next given binomial natin is negative 4y plus 11x ay hindi po naka-arrange. Okay. So, paano natin malalaman kung hindi siya naka-arrange? So, sinusundan pa rin po natin dito yung arrangement nila sa English alphabet. So, basically, nauna po yung x tapos y. So, negative 4y plus 11x must be written as 11x minus 4y. So, ayan. Lahat ng mga terms na magkakamuka ay naka-align na in one column. So, parehong x, parehong y. So, pwede na po tayong mag-add. So, negative 5x plus 11x, that is 6x. So, we follow the sign of the bigger value and then we subtract. Next, 8y plus negative 4y, that is positive 4y. So, same rules apply. We follow the sign of the bigger value and then we subtract. So, our final answer will be 6x plus 4y. Next, number 2. Find the sum of 9m squared minus 13n squared and negative 6m squared plus 5n squared. So, sulat lang natin 9m squared minus 13n squared. And then, yung second binomial natin, negative 6m squared plus 5n squared. As you can see, pareho sila ng arrangement ng first binomial. So, pagtatapatin lang natin, plus negative 6m squared plus 5n squared. And then, we can now add. So, 9m squared plus negative 6m squared, that is 3m squared. And then, negative 13n squared plus 5n squared, that is negative 8n squared. So, kahit na nabigyan na po sila ng variables, so, ina-apply pa rin po yung rules in addition of integers. So, our final answer will be 3m squared minus 8n squared. So, let's now move on to adding trinomials and binomials. So, number 1, add 3p squared plus 4p minus 8, p squared plus 5, and negative 4p plus 7p squared. So, sulat lang natin yung given natin for number 1. 3p squared plus 4p minus 8. So, again, i-align natin yung mga terms na magkakamuka sa isang column. So, our next given, p squared plus 5. So, itatapat natin yung p squared under 3p squared. By the way, kailangan po yung mga polynomials natin nakasulat sa standard form. So, standard form, paano natin malalaman na ang polynomial ay nakasulat sa standard form kapag yung mga terms ay naka-arrange in decreasing powers. Pababa yung mga exponents ng bawat terms. So, p squared plus 5. Next, negative 4p plus 7 squared. So, yung negative 4p, dito siya. And then, yung 7p squared, dito siya. So, basically, yung negative 4p plus 7p squared is written as 7p squared minus 4p. So, nakatapat na po lahat ng mga terms na magkakamuka. So, pwede na po tayong mag-add. So, 3p squared plus p squared. So, kapag p squared lang po siya, the numerical coefficient is 1. So, no need to write 1p squared. Understood po yun. So, that is 4p squared plus 7p squared, 11p squared. Next, negative 4p plus 4p. So, pareho po sila ng term, magkaiba po ng sign. So, the answer is 0. So, ibig sabihin po, yung itong second term natin is makakancel out. And then, proceed to the next term. So, negative 8 plus 5, that is negative 3. So, our final answer will be 11p squared minus 3. Next, find the sum of r squared plus 6k squared plus 1 and negative 4k squared minus 15r squared. So, ganun pa rin. So, alin ang nauuna? K or R? Siyempre, yung K. So, susulat natin yung r squared plus 6k squared plus 1 as 6k squared plus r squared and then yung constant term na 1. Yung second naman, negative 4k squared, itatapat natin sa k squared, sa 6k squared. And then minus 15r squared. And then we can now add, so 6k squared plus negative 4k squared, that is 2k squared. And then, r squared plus negative 15r squared. Again, the numerical coefficient of r squared. So, kapag variable lang po nakikita natin, that is 1. So, r squared plus negative 15r squared, that is negative 14r squared plus 1. So, this will be our final answer. 2k squared minus 14r squared plus 1. So, let's have adding trinomials. Find the sum of the following trinomials. 5x squared plus 7x minus 13, negative 2x squared plus 15x plus 23, and 6 minus 17x plus 4x squared. So, nakasulat naman yung first given natin, yung first trinomial natin in standard form as well as yung second trinomial. But the third trinomial is not written in standard form. So, sulat muna natin yung ating mga given. 5x squared plus 7x minus 13. Next, negative 2x squared plus 15x plus 23. And then yung last trinomial natin, so 6 minus 17x plus 4x squared. So yung 6, itatapat natin dito sa constant term. O pwede rin naman nating isulat ito agad sa standard form. Pwede naman siyang 4x squared minus 17x plus 6. Ayan. We can now add. So 5x squared plus negative 2x squared, that is 3x squared, plus 4x squared, 7x squared. O pwede rin naman combine natin yung like terms, 5x squared plus 4x squared, that is 9x squared, and then plus negative 2x squared, 7x squared pa rin naman po yung sagot. Next, 7x plus 15x, that is 22x, plus negative 17x, that is 5x. And finally, negative 13 plus 23, that is positive 10, plus 6, 16. So adding the three trinomials will give us a sum of 7x squared plus 5x plus 16. Next, 3a squared plus 7ab minus 2b squared negative 6b squared plus 8a squared minus 3ab, and then 11b squared minus 4ab plus 9a squared. So, kagaya ng ginawa natin kanina, yung mga trinomials na hindi nakasulat sa standard form, isusulat na natin para mas mabilis na lang yung pag-align nila. Okay. So, yung magiging basehan natin is yung first trinomial. So, yung second trinomial natin, kailangan isulat natin as 8a squared. Nauna po yung a sa b. And then, negative 3ab. So, kahit na may b po yung ating second term, nauna pa rin naman po sa kanya yung variable a. So, next, negative 6b squared. Yung third trinomial naman natin, 11b squared minus 4ab plus 9a squared must be written as 9a squared minus 4ab plus 11b squared. Ayan, nakasulat na po lahat sila sa standard form. So, pwede na po natin i-add 3a squared plus 7ab minus 2b squared. Next, 8a squared minus 3ab minus 6b squared. Next, 9a squared minus 4ab plus 11b squared. So, ayan. Papansinin niyo po yung bawat column, pare-pareho po sila ng terms. So, we can now add 3a squared plus 8a squared, that is 11a squared, plus 9a squared, that is 20a squared. Next, 7ab plus negative 3ab, that is positive 4ab, plus negative 4ab, magiging 0 na po. Next, negative 2b squared plus negative 6b squared, that is negative 8b squared. And then, plus 11b squared, so negative 8 plus 11, so that is positive 3. We follow the sign of the bigger value. So our final answer will be 20a squared plus 3b squared. So after discussing with you the process or the method of adding polynomials, we'll now have the process of subtracting polynomials. So to subtract polynomials, change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to the rules of addition. So, kung paano tayo mag-subtract ng integers, ganun din po ang magiging process natin sa pag-subtract ng polynomials. So, we will be changing the sign of the subtrahend and then proceed to the rules of addition. So, subtrahend, ito po yung sinusubtract dun sa min-wend. So, yung min-wend yung una. And then, yung pangalawa naman is yung subtrahend. So, let's have the first one, subtracting monomials. Okay, so for number 1, 11x minus 5x. So, kagaya ng sabi niya kanina, change the sign of the subtrahend and then use the rules of addition. So, since, ayan, madali lang naman yung number 1, 11x minus 5x. So, that is 11 minus 5, that is 6. And then, i-attach lang natin yung variable x. So, our final answer will be 6x. Next, 3y squared minus negative 8y squared. So, we change the sign of the subtrahend. So, from negative 8y squared, magiging positive 8y squared. And then, yung minus, magiging plus. So, magiging ganito po siya. 3y squared plus 8y squared. And that is 11y squared. This will be our final answer. Next, negative 2ab minus 16ab. So, it should be written as negative 2ab plus negative 16ab. Okay. So, 16AB is positive, magiging siyang negative 16AB, and then yung minus, magiging plus. And then, proceed to the rules of addition. So, negative 2AB plus negative 16AB, pareho po sila ng sign na negative. I-add lang po natin. So, our final answer will be negative 18AB. Next, negative 5xy squared minus negative 5xy squared. So, change the sign of the subtrahend and then proceed to the rules of addition. So, negative 5xy squared and then plus. So, negative 5x squared will become positive 5xy squared. So, kung mapapansin nyo, pareho po sila ng terms. Magkahiba lang po ng sign. So, our answer will be 0. So, subtracting binomials. Number 1, find the difference of 7p plus 4q and negative 2p plus 9q. Okay. So, para hindi tayo mahirapan dito, i-change na agad natin yung sign ng negative 2p plus 9q. So, sulat lang natin yung given natin for number 1, 7p plus 4q, and then negative 2p will become positive 2p. And then 9q will become negative 9q. And then instead of subtraction, it will become addition. So 7p plus 2p, that is 9p. 4q plus negative 9q, that is negative 5q. We follow the sign of the bigger value and then proceed to subtraction. So our final answer will be 9p minus 5q. Next, subtract 8x squared minus 3 from 5x squared plus 3x. So kung isusulat nyo po ito as 8x squared minus 3 minus 5x squared plus 3x, ayan, mali po yan. So, this is not the proper way. So, ang proper way po natin, kung babasahin natin o iintindihin natin yung given problem, subtract 8x squared minus 3 from 5x squared plus 3x. Ibig sabihin, yung 8x squared minus 3 ang ibabawas natin sa 5x squared plus 3x. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging minuend natin dito is 5x squared plus 3x. So, ito po yung tamang way. And then, 8x squared minus 3 ang magiging subtrahend. So, papalitan na po natin yung sign para mas mabilis. So, 8x squared will become negative 8x squared. And then, negative 3 will become positive 3. So, saan natin tatapat yung positive 3? Hindi po dun sa 3x. So, dito po banda sa dulo. So, hindi natin pwedeng itapas sa 3x is because hindi naman sila similar terms. We can now add. So, 5x squared plus negative 8x squared, that is negative 3x squared. And then, 3x, wala namang i-add sa kanya, so we bring down 3x. Same with positive 3. So, bring down lang natin. Ayan. So, our final answer will be negative 3x squared plus 3x plus 3. So, ire-recall lang natin dito yung lesson natin dun sa verbal phrases tsaka mathematical phrases. Again, yung una ko po, ito, yung una kong sinulat na may naka-cross out, hindi po yun yung proper way. Bukod sa mali po yung posisyon ng mean, when, and subtrahend, hindi rin po naka-align yung mga terms. Next, subtracting trinomials and binomials. Get the difference of the following. Ayan. Negative 8x squared plus xy plus 12y squared and negative 3y squared minus 7x squared. So, para mas mapakita natin yung pag-change ng sign, so sulat lang natin una yung given. Dito, negative 8x squared plus xy plus 12y squared. And then, subtraction muna. Pakita natin kung paano change ng sign yung subtrahend. And then, negative 3y squared minus 7x squared should be written as negative 7x squared minus 3y squared. Kailangan po naka-standard form. So, sulat lang natin dito, negative 7x squared. And then, minus 3y squared. Yan po yung original. And then, i-change natin yung sign ng subtrahend. Copy lang natin yung min-when. Ayan. And then, we change the sign of the subtrahend. And then, proceed to addition. So, minus will become plus. And then, negative 7x squared will become positive 7x squared. And then, minus 3y squared will become positive 3y squared. We can now add. So, negative x squared, 8x squared plus 7x squared, that is negative x squared. So, we don't need to write negative 1x squared. So, negative x squared lang po. Understood, the numerical coefficient is 1. Then, xy, so wala naman pong i-add sa kanya, so we bring down. And then, we add 12y squared plus 3y squared, that is 15y squared. So, that is the process of changing the sign of subtrahend. Okay, so our final answer will be negative x squared plus xy plus 15y squared. Next, subtracting trinomials. Subtract a squared plus 4a minus 11 and a squared minus 12a minus 7. So, sulat lang natin yung unang given, yung min-when. A squared plus 4a minus 11 minus a squared minus 12a minus 7. And then, change the sign of the subtrahend. Copy lang natin yung min-when. So, by the way, hindi po natin change ang sign ng min-when, yung mga terms sa min-when. Yun lang pong sa subtrahend, yung nasa ibaba. So, plus 4a minus 11. And then, plus, so a squared will become negative a squared. And the negative 12a will become positive 12a. And then negative 7 will become positive 7. We can now add. So, a squared plus negative a squared, that is 0. Next, 4a plus 12a, that is 16a. And then negative 11 plus 7, that is negative 4. So, our final answer will be 16a minus 4. So, again na-cancel po yung a squared tsaka negative a squared. Same sign, same term, but different signs. Our next given, subtract negative 3w squared minus 5w plus 2 and w squared plus 8w plus 14. So, kung kanina pinakita natin yung vertical na pagsusubtract, so ngayon naman, horizontal. So, sulat lang natin yung mga given. Negative 3w squared minus 5w plus 2 minus yung w squared plus 8w plus 14. So, kung anumang polynomial yan, kailangan po nating i-enclose sa parentheses. Okay. Next. Negative 3w squared minus 5w plus 2. And then, we change the sign of the subtrahend and then we proceed to the rules of addition. So, ibig sabihin itong minus na to, magiging plus, and then, magiging negative w squared. So, from positive, it will become negative, and then, lahat yan, yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, magiging negative po lahat yan. Yan. And then, we combine like terms. Negative 3w squared plus negative w squared, and then minus 5w plus negative 8w, and then yung mga constant term, plus 2 plus negative 14. Ayan. And then we add. So, itong dalawa na to, negative 3w squared plus negative w squared, same sign naman. So, the answer is negative 4w squared. The numerical coefficient of w squared is negative 1. Next, negative 5w plus negative 8w, that is negative 13w. And then, 2 plus negative 14, that is negative 12. So, that is how you subtract polynomials horizontally. So, our final answer will be negative 4w squared minus 13w minus 12. So, if you will be subtracting this given vertically, you will still get the same answer as negative 4w squared minus 13w minus 12. Wala namang mag-iiba. So, let's have the combination of addition and subtraction. Add 2x plus 5y from the difference of negative 5y plus 4x and 9x minus y. So, kailangan nating i-add yung 2x plus 5y doon sa difference ng dalawang binomial. So, it means, yun muna yung sasagutin natin. Tsaka na lang natin i-add yung 2x plus 5y. So, sulat natin as negative 5y plus 4x and then minus 9x minus y plus 2x plus 5y. And then, change the sign of the subtrahend. So, this will become negative 5y plus 4x plus negative 9x plus y plus 2x plus 5y. Ayan. So, i-add muna natin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, negative 5y plus y, that is negative 4y. And then 4x plus negative 9x, that is negative 5x. Saka natin i-add sa 2x plus 5y. In this case, kailangan na po natin i-arrange yung mga terms in alphabetical order. So, mauuna po yung x. So, negative 5x plus 2x and then minus 4y plus 5y. So, our final answer will be, so, i-add natin yung negative 5x tsaka 2x, that is negative 3x. And then, negative 4y plus 5y, that is y. So, our final answer will be negative 3x plus y. So, next naman, so, kung kanina, in-add natin dun sa difference ng dalawa, so, ngayon naman baligtad. So, we will be subtracting 3x squared minus 4x plus 9 from the sum of negative 7x squared plus 3x minus 4 and 11x squared minus 9x minus 3. So, paano yun? I-add natin yung negative 7x squared plus 3x minus 4. Tsaka, yung 11x squared minus 9x minus 3. Tsaka natin isusubtract yung 3x squared minus 4x plus 9. So, again, kailangan po naka-enclose po sa parenthesis lahat ng terms ng polynomial. So, yung buong polynomial. So, dito muna tayo sa una. So, combine like terms, negative 7x squared plus 11x squared. Ayan ang magkamukha. Next, plus 3x minus 9x. And then, minus 4 minus 3. And then, minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 9. And then, ipo-perform muna natin yung operation dun sa unang naka-parenthesis, yung magsisilbing min-wend. So, negative 7x squared plus 11x squared, that is 4x squared. And then, 3x minus 9x, that is negative 6x. Negative 4 minus 3, that is negative 7. And then, change the sign of the subtrahend, and then proceed to addition, magiging plus negative 3x squared. Then negative 4x will become positive 4x. And then positive 9 will become negative 9. And then, combine like terms na naman tayo. So, sa last process natin, 4x squared plus negative 3x squared. And then minus 6x plus 4x minus 7 minus 9 equals yung final answer natin. So 4x squared plus negative 3x squared, that is x squared only. So no need to write 1. Then negative 6x plus 4x, that is negative 2x. And then, negative 7 minus 9. So, pwede po natin yung isulat as negative 7 plus negative 9. The answer is negative 16. So, our final answer will be x squared minus 2x minus 16. So, our next video lesson will not be multiplication and division of polynomials. Pero, meron siyang connection dun sa dalawang operations na yon. So, kailangan muna natin i-discuss ang lesson na ito bago tayo pumunta dun sa multiplication and division of polynomials. So, our next video lesson will be laws of exponent. So, rules of exponent. So, yun lang. I hope naging clear yung rules, yung process, yung method ng pag-add and subtract ng polynomials with different terms, different number of terms. So, yun lang. Maraming salamat.